So I want to talk about the three levels of fasting. I don't know if you know this, but there are three levels of fasting that I have a revelation of that I know. So we're going to talk about those three levels of fasting today. So what is fasting? Fasting is when you deny yourself of something. When you deny yourself of fasting, when you deny yourself of something, you are fasting. So when you deny yourself, or you deny your body, or you deny your flesh of the things that it wants, the things that it loves, the things that it desires, then you are fasting. So now, what I want you to get is that fasting is when you deny your body of its desires, of its passion. Food. The body loves food. The body loves drinks. The body loves nice things. The body loves this and that and that and that. And the body loves sin. The body loves sin. The body loves fornication. The body loves to drink. The body loves. Those are the passions of the body, the passions of the flesh. The passions of the flesh. So, I want to tell you about the three levels of fasting. The first level of fasting is when you fast sin. The first level of fasting is when you fast sin. Meaning, like I said, the body loves anything that is sinful. It's easier to sin than to be obedient to the word of God. You see, and the more the body does it, the more the body likes it. Oh my God. So, the first level of fasting is to fast sin, to deny your flesh or your body of sin, sinful activities. That's the first level of sin. The second level of sin, sorry, not sin. The first level of fasting, the first level of fasting is to fast sin. The first level of fasting is to fast sin. To deny your body of sin, deny your body of all sorts of sins. Fasting sin, that's the first level of fasting. The second level of fasting is to fast food, meaning to deny your body of food. To deny your body of food. That's the second level of fasting. There are people who try to do the level 2 fasting when they are struggling with level 1 fasting. It never works. It never works. It never works. So let's just look at level 3 fasting. If you go to Isaiah 58, verse 6 to 7, just to give you a brief background, there was a time when the Israelites were fasting. They were doing the level 2 fasting. So they were denying themselves of food. But God was not answering their prayers. And they got discouraged. They began to question God. If we are not going to drink water, why? If we're not going to drink water and pray, but we don't get answers, what's the point? If we are going to go without food and pray, but there's no answer from you, you have abandoned us, God, what's the point? So, which means they were doing level 2 fasting when they've not dealt with the level 1 fasting, meaning fasting sin. So now let's read. Now God was answering them because they were complaining. Why was their fasting not answered? Why was God not looking at their fasting? Why was God not blessing their fasting? Now God was answering. The kind of fasting I want is this. The kind of fasting I want is this. Remove the chains of oppression and the yoke of injustice, and let the oppressed go free. Share your food with the hungry, and open your homes to the homeless poor. Give clothes to those who have nothing to wear, and do not refuse to help your own relatives. Let's read again. The kind of fasting I want is this: remove the chains of oppression and the yoke of injustice, and let the oppressed go free. Share your food with the hungry and open your homes to the homeless poor. Give clothes to those who have nothing to wear, and do not refuse to help your own relatives. This is the level 3 fasting. This is the level 3. Now God is saying, I see. If you read this entire chapter, there's a part where God says, while you are fasting, meaning while you are denying yourselves of food, you are busy quarreling. You are busy fighting. You are busy arguing. You are busy oppressing people. You are busy not paying wages that are appropriate to those who work for you. You are busy. You are busy with all sorts of things while you are fasting. This is why I cannot answer your fasting. So, in conclusion, the first level, the first level of fasting, level 1 fasting, deal with sin. Deal with sin. Then level 2 fasting is the one that now you deny yourselves of anything that can go into your mouth. That's when you deny yourself now of food. That's a level 2 fasting. Level 3 fasting is when you break your bread with the hungry, you clothe the naked, you feed the hungry. That's the level 3 fasting now. And the level 3 fasting is of the highest order. Level 3 fasting, it brings you closer to God. I'm not saying, because now what's the point of breaking your bread with the hungry when you are busy deep in sin, meaning you have ignored level 1? That's what I'm saying. It's a level 3. So you cannot get to 3 if you don't deal with 1 and 2. And why do you go to 2 if you're not dealt with 1? There are people who are busy with sin. They've not dealt with level 1 fasting, but they are big on charity. Go and read. I think it's Acts. I'm not sure if it's Acts 19. The story of Cornelius. Cornelius was not born again, but he was a man of charity. He was a man who was willing to assist people. He was involved in charity work. And this bothered God, that this man is busy doing all these things for me, but he's not saved. So God made a special provision that Cornelius is saved. Because the things that he was doing good things, but there was a problem. There was a problem. So now what I'm saying is we should grow spiritually. Deal with level 1 fasting. If you go to level 2 fasting while you have not dealt with level 1, your fasting is not going to yield the results the way you want. Because what's the point of not eating and you are busy stealing? You are busy fighting. You are busy with profane words, profanity, cursing. You are busy with all these things while you are fasting. So level 1 fasting, fast sin. Number 2, level 2, fast food. Number 3, break your bread with the poor. To God be the glory.